Hello everybody, it's me Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today because today I'm going to teach you guys how to crochet this very simple, very quick afghan. So this is perfect for those last minute baby shower gifts that you need to get done, or if you just want to make yourself one. It goes fast, it's nice and warm, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I would say this is a beginner project because all you really need to know how to do is chain, double crochet, and I'm going to teach you how to double crochet 3 together today in case you don't know how. But yeah, super simple. After the first row is established, it's just a 1 row repeat after that. I'm also going to teach you guys how to change color so you can have a nice variety like this of color, or you can just get one of those like Karen cakes or a Premier sweet roll and it can just change color on its own and you can just keep crocheting. But before we get into today's video real quick, guys, I want to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now, and do not forget to hit that little bell icon when you do. That way you'll be notified when I upload. There will also be links in the description below if you'd like to follow me on Facebook or join my private Facebook group. If you guys do try this out, please follow me on Facebook and post your pictures. I would love to see what your guys' looks like. And I think that's it. So let's get started on today's very simple, very fast afghan. We're gonna crochet, guys. All right. For this, you can use any size yarn and any size needle. Just make sure that the yarn and the just make sure the yarn and the crochet hook, they complement one another. So if your yarn calls for a 5mm, go ahead and use a 5mm hook. Like I said, you're gonna need to know how to chain and double crochet and double crochet 3 together, which I will go over with you. If you're not familiar with the chain or the double crochet, there'll be a little link up here on the screen where you can click and you can go to my video where I teach you in a more slowed down, detailed version of how to chain and double crochet. I'm going to bring you guys in close so you can see what I'm going to do here. All right, first we're going to start off with a slip knot, like most things start off with. And this pattern is going to be in multiples of 14 plus 4. So you can make it as wide as you like, just keep it in multiples of 14 plus 4. And what that means is I'm going to go ahead and chain 14. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14. Ask yourself, is that wide enough or long enough? Probably not. You're going to do another 14, and you're going to keep doing multiples of 14 until you get to the length you want it to be, and then at the very end you're going to add an extra 4. So I'm going to do one more set of 14 here. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now I have my 2 sets of 14, and now I'm going to add 4 at the end. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, I'm gonna move my yarn over here. Okay, now to begin this, I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can see exactly what I'm doing. This is your chain. This is the braided side of your chain. Looks like braids. On the back side of your chain though, you're gonna see these little ridges. I've talked about this before in my previous videos. These little ridges, that's what I like to crochet into on my chain, and that makes the edge look very nice and neat. That's why I do it. But, okay, you've chained your multiples of 14 plus 4. Now you want to count back to the 4th chain from the hook. And the way I do that is this on the hook never counts. So you're going to look at your chain that you've made, and you're going to find that first hump. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4. So we have our 4th little hump here. We're going to go ahead and double crochet into our 4th hump. So the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go ahead and put in a double crochet. Okay, that's 1. Now I'm going to chain, or I'm going to double crochet in the next 5 chain spaces here, the next 5 places. I'm going to do a double crochet for the next 5 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's see here. One more, 5. Okay, so I've double crocheted in the next 5. So all together, if we look at this, we'll have this will be like how we double crocheted in the 4th chain from the hook. This is like the chain 3 that we kind of bent over when we did our first double crochet. So this is going to count as 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that is correct, because this is the little chain that bent over when we did our first double crochet. And then after that first double crochet, we wanted to do 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for the next part, we're going to double crochet 3 together. And I'm going to bring you in closer, so I can show you exactly how to do that in case you don't know how. Okay, to double crochet 3 together, you're going to go ahead and wrap your hook like normal, like a normal double crochet, and you're going to put it right like normal. You're going to bring up some working yarn. You have 3 little loops there on your hook. You're going to grab more working yarn, and you're going to go through 2, just like a normal double crochet, only we're not going to finish it. We're going to wrap our hook again. We're going to go into the next, this will be 2, the next stitch, bring some working yarn through, grab some more working yarn, go through the first 2. Okay, that was our 2 stitches so far. We're not going to finish that one either. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to go ahead and do it one more time. We're going to go into this 3rd one here. Just like you're going to do a double crochet, but we're just not finishing them. We're only doing the first step. Grab more working yarn, pull it through, go through the first 2, and now we have 4 loops on our hook. Now we're going to tie all those 3 together that we just did. We did 3 half-finished double crochets. So now we're going to finish them by grabbing some working yarn and going through all 4 loops. And that is how you double crochet 3 together. We'll go over it again, don't worry. Okay, so after that, you want to crochet or double crochet 5 more times. So in the next 5 places, you're going to put a double crochet. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. Sorry if I'm going slow, guys, or if this is boring. I just want to make sure you guys get every little detail here. And here's the 5th. Okay. Okay, so we did our 3 double crochet together. They're right here. It's in a little clump. You can see it. And then we did 5 after that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for this part here, what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet into the next space right here. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to put another double crochet right into that same spot, just like that. And now we're going to do another 5 double crochet on their own. The pattern here is, I think you guys will catch on really quick. If you look here, you can kind of see when we start off, it dips down and then it goes up. So you're going down into like a little valley, and then you're going to climb up the mountain. So right now we're at the very tip of the mountain, you can say, and that's where we put our double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same stitch. Now we're going to do 5 more double crochet on their own. So the chain is always a little bit more difficult. Once you get that established, you guys will breeze right through this. It goes really fast. It's just crocheting into the chain, kind of, you know, it's a little more challenging. You don't have much hold on to. And they're really easy to count. So like, if you look here, here was our little mountaintop, as I like to call it, because we did our double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more right into this next stitch right here. So we kind of like went back down. We're going back down into the valley, and every time we hit the valley, I hope my little metaphors do not confuse you. Whenever we hit the valley, we're gonna double crochet 3 together. And how we do that is we're going like a normal double crochet. So we have our working yarn wrapped around our hook. We go into that next stitch, bring up some working yarn, go through the first 2. Wrap our hook again, go into the next stitch, pull up that working yarn, grab some more working yarn, and go through the first 2. Again, we're going to wrap our hook with our working yarn, go into our third stitch here, our third and final one, bring up some working yarn, wrap it, bring it through the first 2, and now we have 4 loops on our hook. Now we're going to close off those 3 to make sure they're crocheted together. We're going to grab some working yarn and pull it through all 4 loops on our hook. And that's how we double crochet 3 together. Now we're going to do another 5. Between every valley and mountaintop, there will be a double crochet 5 or 5 double crochets standing on their own. They'll be alone. So try to keep that in mind. It'll make it really easy. I know when I was making my little blanket, I just counted. I did my little valley there, and then I'm going to count 5. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you will notice that we have 1 stitch left, and what we're going to do, that would be like the mountaintop, if you want to keep going with that. We have our little valley, and we come back up. See if let me take you out a little bit here. Okay, we go down into our little valley, we go up to the mountaintop, down to our valley, and we're back up. Only on the edges, we're going to take that last stitch here, and we're just going to put 2 double crochet into that very last stitch. So go ahead and put 2 double crochet into that last stitch, and our first row is complete. So you just keep working in that manner. And now it gets really easy, because now we're going to turn our work and we're going to do row 2. To do that, it's personal preference. I like to chain my chains, my turning chains, before I actually turn. I don't know why, it just makes it easier for me. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to turn my work, and now bring you guys in a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. I have my chain 3 here, and right here in this hole, right in the same little area as our chain 3 that we just made, we're going to go ahead and put another double crochet right in there, just like that. Go ahead and make a double crochet. Now that counts as our 2. That's 2. So now we're going to do 5 double crochet that stand on their own, stand alone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're back down into our little valley. As you can see, there's our 3 from our previous round. There's the 3 that we double crocheted together. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to double crochet 3 together again. So what you want to do is wrap your hook, go into that first stitch like you're making a double crochet, bring up some working yarn, bring some more working yarn through the first 2. Stop, wrap your hook again, go into the next stitch, bring up some working yarn, Take some working yarn, go through the first two. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Again, the third and final one, we're gonna wrap our hook, go into that third and final stitch, bring up some working yarn, go through the first 2. Now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're gonna grab some more working yarn and go through all 4 loops. That's our little valley. Now we're gonna work our way up to the mountain. So we're gonna have 5 double crochet. So we're gonna go ahead and double crochet 5 into the next 5 stitches. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and then you'll notice the 5th stitch. Let me bring you in close. I know this back and forth, going in close, going out. I don't know if you guys like that or not. I already did my 4, I'm on 4, I need 1 more, and if you can see there's a hole right here. That's where our little mountaintop was in the previous round. You'll have 1 stitch available for you to put your 5th stitch in, your 5th double crochet in, before you reach that little hole or gap or the mountaintop. That's how you know you're always on course. So now that we've reached this little mountaintop here, what you want to do in this little space that was created by our chain 1, we're going to go ahead and double crochet 1 in here. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put another double crochet into the same hole. So we just created a new mountaintop on our old mountaintop. I hope that makes sense and does not confuse you. Alright, so we made our mountaintop. Now we need to do 5 double crochets down back into the valley. So 5 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're back down into the valley and we have to double crochet 3 together. And as you can see, right there's the 3 we did before on our previous row, the 3 we crocheted together. Now we're going to crochet 3 together again. So we're going to wrap our yarn, put it in, bring up our loop, only go through 2. Act like we're going in to do another double crochet. This will be number 2. Bring it up, wrap our yarn, only go through 2. One more time, our third and final one. Put our hook in, bring in some yarn, grab some working yarn, only go through 2. You'll now have 4 loops on your hook. Go ahead, grab some working yarn, and go through all 4. Now we have 5 more stitches to reach the top of the mountain over here, which is at the end of our row. And then I'm going to show you guys how to change color. So we're going to go ahead and do 5 double crochet. Pull you guys back out a little bit. Do 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then to put our double, we have to put 2 more double crochet in here for our little mountaintop. And what we're going to do is, sometimes people say to go in the chain. In this particular pattern, I think it's quite acceptable to just do 2 double crochet into this last space right here. I don't go into the chain. I just do 2 double crochet right there in that space. I think it looks just fine. And that's how you do it. You end each row with 2 double crochet in this little gapping space right here. So to change color though, what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to undo my last stitch. Okay, so I only have 1 double crochet in that little gap and I need 2. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start a double crochet, my old color. I'm going to go through the 2. Now instead of grabbing this color of working yarn and finishing off the stitch, I'm actually going to grab my new color. And all you do, grab your new color, put it on your hook, and bring it through and finish off that stitch with the new color. So now you can take your tails and you can pull them tight, and then you just start crocheting with your new color. So to start a new row, remember we chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Turn our work here, and one more time, bring you guys in close. Right here's where we started our new color. Pull our tails a little bit. Right there in that little hole, right underneath that chain 3 we just made, we're going to go ahead and put another double crochet. Okay, that's how we start each row. We start each row with a 2 double crochet or a chain 3 and a double crochet, and we end each row with 2 double crochet. So now we're going down into our valley. We're going to do 5 double crochet on their own. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're in our valley. You can see right here is our last 3 that we crocheted together. We're going to do that again. We're going to grab some working yarn, go into that next stitch. We're not going to finish that double crochet. We're just going to leave those 2 loops on our hook. We're going to wrap our hook again, go into the next. This will be number 2. Go through the first 2 loops. Do not finish the double crochet. Wrap your yarn one more time around your hook. Go into that 3rd stitch. Oops. Go through the first 2, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off this 3 with 4. We have 4 loops on our hook. Grab some working yarn and go through all 4. And now we're going to do 5 more double crochet to get to the top of the mountain. And do you remember what we do when we get to the top of the mountain? That's right. We double crochet 1, we chain 1, and then we double crochet right into the same space. That's 3, 4, and 5. We're at the top of our mountain. Right there's our little hole. We're going to go ahead, put double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And now we're going to do 5 more double crochet down to our valley. We're going to double crochet 3 together. We're going to go 5 more double crochet up to the mountain, and in this last hole right here at the very, very end, we're going to put 2 double crochet into that little space. So that's kind of the pattern, guys. You're going to start each row with a chain 3 and a double crochet into the same spot. Then you're going to double crochet 5 down to the valley. You're going to double crochet 3 together. You're going to double crochet 5 up to the mountain. Make your mountain top by double crochet 1, chain 1, double crochet all into the same space, and you just continue doing that. And when you want to change color, I showed you guys how to do that. You can change color as often as you want or not. It's up to you. Or like I said, get one of those Karen cakes or Premier sweet rolls. And this is what it will look like. Let me take you out a little bit here. I'm not finished with this. I'm still working on it. But yeah, this is what the ends look like. Don't mind all the little tails. I still need to, you know, weave those in. But see the little hole that it leaves when you just double crochet into the very edge opposed to the chain itself? It leaves a nice little hole, but it matches this nice little gap. So I think it looks very acceptable, very nice. At the end, you just weave in your tails. You can put a border on if you want. But that's it, guys. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now. And don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you're notified when I upload next. But yeah, guys, and if you want to follow me on Facebook or join my private Facebook group, those links are in the description below. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed making it. But that's it for today, guys. So until next time, I hope you all have a super wonderful, fabulous day, and happy crocheting. Bye!